that, please?
Yeah, just drop that into the local council.
Right.
So fill that in, put a care of address, drop it into your local council.
Right, you'll put the CO.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
See you later.
Hey, good advertising.
Yes, definitely.
No, Adam just walked.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Like a truth, a spoon, a fork, the moon, a dash of vermouth, and there was sparks, and there was sparks.
We are at Lloyds Banking Group to educate our members with regards to the reasons why they should register. I think what we're doing today is very, very, very important. Just be here and just encourage people to come along and have their say and get involved. No vote, no voice.
I think a lot of things that people aren't aware of, sort of in terms of being there and voting, is that I think that a lot of people don't actually know that if they don't vote, their not vote counts towards the majority of it. So I think a lot of it is miscommunication, that they don't know that actually if they go in and actually put or abstain from everything, then that actually counts for an actual vote rather than towards the majority party. So it's just about putting out a communication that people really should know that their vote does actually count. But even if it's not something that you know that you're interested in, it just making sure that you know that that does count at the end of it. No vote, no voice.
I'll do post.
They will send you a letter with your ballot paper 2 weeks before the election, okay?
I haven't got a clue who I'm going to vote for.
That's completely up to you.
No,
but at least
you
you
getting around to it, and I thought, oh, you know, when you can't be bothered. Well, this is handy, isn't it? So it's great.
No vote, no voice.
No vote, no voice. You're welcome. Bye.
Spoon, a fork, the moon, a dash of vermouth, and there was sparks, and there was sparks.
So we are encouraging the employees, encouraging all the staff also. They need to come out, they need to take a part of it, and they all need to vote. Really.
My name's Dave Meggs. I've worked here for 41 years. I served my time here as an apprentice engineer, still an engineer, senior engineer and steward. Just like to welcome you to Thai Food Tea.
Welcome on the no vote, no voice voter registration bus.
I believe that the only way to change things, right, in a so-called democratic society was to vote, and that's why people should vote, have voted ever since.
I work in Thai Food Tea and I will be voting. Very important to vote. No vote, no voice.
People have disengaged from politics. The turnout at elections is appalling, and people accuse the politicians of not listening anymore. Well, if we can address the lack of numbers who are voting, they'll have to listen more.
And we have regular arguments in the pub about those people that don't vote. So, and one guy's not even allowed to talk because he doesn't vote.
No vote, no voice.
Well, it's the ordinary working people who are being hit hardest in this time of austerity, and yet we find that's the majority of people who haven't registered to vote and are not using the vote. And without that voice, we can't change things. So it's important. Use your vote, register to vote and use it, and have your say. No vote, no voice.
It's so important, this. There's 7.5 million votes out there that, you know, voices that should be heard. And I wanted to come today to this factory because I think that the factory workers, the representation in the Commons just seems to be at its lowest level. The voices of the kind of ordinary working class people, the complaint is they're not really heard the way they used to be, and that the people that represent them don't come from this background anymore. So it's important to come here and say to people and watch them registering to vote, to have their voice heard. It's a first step and it's very important, and I think speaking to people here today, they've echoed that as well.
Everybody's vote is important, you know. We all need to take part, and sitting at the fence and just criticizing doesn't make any sense, you know. This is the all good tea. All credit to our employees. We have really quite committed workforce, good employees, and we try to deliver the best quality of tea at the right value, right price.
These are the premium. This is the premium stuff. Oh, what are you doing?
This is where the money is.
This is our new range, Thai Food Gold.
Particularly now, the way politics is going, it's going towards the centre. There's going to be another coalition, and the point about that is it's going to be split, and not necessarily mainstream voices will be heard. All sorts of voices have got to be listened to.
Typhoon Gold.
And if you don't vote, as somebody just said to me then you've got no right to have any opinion on anything. No vote, no voice.
No vote, no voice.